to see it in the morning. It's bad.
Parents, guardians, and other drivers ignoring the most basic road rules, putting students and staff lives in danger.
They have to go back to driving school or something.
Alexander DeVito says at times he and his third grade son are literally running for their lives.
Running up alongside the sidewalk, illegal passing, and U-turns in the middle of the street.
He wonders why parents would put other children in danger.
It's the ones that are in the morning when they actually go into the crosswalk. It's going to take one of those people that are crossing like that for their kid to get hit.
Matsuyama Principal Judy Farina says she's seen the dangerous driving conditions with her own eyes. And when she tries to intervene, her efforts are met with scowls and swear words.
I've been called everything in the book, flipped off, and the biggest issue is parents not following rules.
We took our cameras to see for ourselves. School starts at 8, and the chaos got going around 7:50. We found car after car rolling right through the stop sign in front of the crosswalk. Children having to run across because drivers didn't even let them get to the other side before taking off. Several drivers made illegal U-turns despite clear signs in place. This one drove on the wrong side of the street to get into the school parking lot.
Think about if that were your child. How would you feel if somebody hurt your child by being careless?
And the after-school pickup was just as bad. We found drivers blocking driveways, again, rushing kids through crosswalks. With no money to pay for full-time traffic monitors, the school has to rely on volunteers. But things have gotten so bad, nobody wants the job.
Parents do not want to volunteer. We've had parents in the past, and again, they've been subject to a lot of profanity and stuff that they don't want to do the job. And
they must use the crosswalks.
We went to a neighboring school, one that has a long-time volunteer traffic monitor out front.
Being a volunteer here has been, that's where I get my reward.
Rick Covington has been at Pony Express Elementary for 10 years.
The biggest problem in the morning is the drop off. When a lot of people likes to wait to the last minute to bring their children to school.
He's created a safety system that includes flashing lights on the crosswalk signs, a series of white cones guiding parents to safe drop-off zones.
I think 4 or 5 years ago, I had too many vehicles making the loop, and I said, you know what, to alleviate that, I'm going to put cones in the middle of the streets.
He created his own parking violation warning as an educational tool.
You should know everything about every one of these. How's it going, buddy?
But not all parents appreciate his efforts. He started wearing a body camera 5 years ago.
When I was purposely hit out here in this crosswalk, they just did not like authority, apparently. Cameras don't lie.
But there's only so much Rick can do. When we went back to Pony Express for the afternoon pickup, we went to the other side of the school where there are no traffic monitors. We saw car after car running stop signs, and it wasn't just impatient parents and neighborhood drivers. This Amazon Prime delivery driver made a slow roll through the intersection. Same thing for this regional transit bus. This Sacramento Fire medical truck didn't even tap the brakes. Sacramento City school van didn't make a complete stop. And these two school buses slowed down at the crosswalk, but they didn't stop.
A lot of the times in my experience, people believe that they've stopped by slowing down.
We showed our video to Sacramento City Police Officer Carl Chan.
The law says you have to come to a complete stop.
Chan says traffic officers routinely patrol schools, but they cannot monitor every school every day. But they do respond to school complaints.
Ultimately, when we are deployed out to a complaint, our goal is to resolve the complaint. Whether that means that a citation is the way to do it or education is the way to do it, we're open to all methods.
In addition to putting students and staff at risk, you're putting your wallet at risk. Here's a look at some of the violations we saw and how much you'd pay if you got a ticket. U-turn in front of a school, $236 plus a point on your license. Same thing for stop sign violation. Speeding, $236 to $470 and 1 point on your license. Police patrols, tickets, warnings, volunteer and paid school monitors, it all helps. But the real responsibility lies with the people behind the wheel.
Children are unpredictable, and so we're just asking that the community make sure that they're aware of their driving and making sure that they're driving as safe as possible.
The responsibility for what's happening out there lies with the people in the car, in the driver's seat.
For you to come out here and violate the laws, that's not happening here.
I wish something would be done. I really do, because it's gonna take something, I don't know, a big tragedy, and I'm worried.